First edition. Oh boy everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel. And today, what we have here is of course the all-new signature sneaker of Trae Young. This is the Trae 1 or the Trae Young 1 in this icy colorway. So this is one of two colorways that are out now here in the Philippines. And this is actually available over at Adidas flagship store over at BGC. So if you're here in Manila, if you are a fan of Trae Young and you want to check this out, you can go ahead there in their store. And I'm not too sure yet in other stores if it's available too, but what is definitely sure is it's available over at BGC since it's the flagship store of Adidas here in Manila. Here on my side is the box of the Trae 1. So it says here, Trae Young 1. So it's Trae Young 1 in my size. Then on top of the box, it's a white box. Always remember when they doubted you. So Trey, because I believe this past season, a lot of people were doubting them that they're not a pretty good team. And the people said they gave an upset on the Philadelphia 76ers, which in Trey's opinion is not an upset because they're a good team. So if the Atlanta Hawks upsetted the Philadelphia 76ers, so that means they are underdogs, and in Trae Young's view, they are not the underdogs, but they are the more superior team. So that is his mentality. So I like that about him for all the doubters. So on the other side, it's the first edition in just a script color, and it's embossed too. And you can see, if you can see the stripes here, it's quite similar to the zigzag pattern found in the Dawn issue 3, and it also is present here. I'm not too sure if you can see that. I'll put a light there. Wala, hindi siya makita masyado eh. There's like a zigzag pattern here, and at the bottom of the shoe, of course, the Adidas logo and Trae Young's logo, which I think is dope. It looks really nice, and hindi siya pilit eh, ano, TY. So it looks good. It's one of the better looking logo for an NBA player right now because it's very simple and direct to the point. His initials. So good job Adidas for that. So let's put the box here and let's put the shoe on top. There you go. So like I've said, this is the icy colorway, and the other colorway is the Ice Tray, which is most predominantly blue with some white accents. And at the back of that, you can see the ice tray or some ice there, but in this pair you can see icy like a Slurpee. If you're a fan of the Slurpee, which you can buy in 7-Eleven, there's an icy cooler there. So this colorway, I chose this colorway more because of how nice the gradient of the blue to the pink is. So it gives you a very chill vibe to the sneaker, and the gradient of the color is really nice. And as for the uppers material, it's made out of this mesh pattern. Like I've said, it's quite similar to my Dawn issue. I'm gonna get my Dawn issue. Hold on, guys. So here is my Dawn issue. It has the same feel, but it has a different pattern because the Dawn issue has just a plain knit pattern on the mesh, but on the trace there's an overlay of knit, and it is more fused compared to the Dawn issue 3. So I think the upper of this is more rigid and it's tougher, but I think with a little bit of breaking time, this will become a lot softer, which always happens on knit. And on the tongue part, you can see this is a one booty upper. And as for Dawn issue 3, it has a tongue. And this is the part that I kind of don't like about the Trae Young 1. I just wish that they made the tongue out of this, the traditional tongue that is, and not just a one booty upper so that it can fit your foot better. But when I fitted the Trae Young ones, the fit was quite good around my foot. It has a very similar fit to the Dawn issue 3 and the BYW X2 that I had. So they have the very similar foot shape. So this one is no different. And so far for me, the fit is okay. So I'm a regular footer, guys. And as you can see on the laces of the Trae Young one, it really starts around the midfoot part of the sneaker, and it's not from the forefoot or where the forefoot and midfoot meets. So it's really up there. So I can really see a lot of people having some fit issues on the Trae Young ones because you can't really adjust the fit of the sneaker. And as you can see on the first layer of the laces, it's really up here. I just wish that you can adjust it closer and move it closer to the forefoot part so that you can really make a better fit out of the sneaker. But this loop is really huge, and it's just 2 lace loops here. So I'm guessing that the fit will be coming from the material of the upper. That's why I think they really made the material a little bit stiffer on the Trae Young one compared to the Dawn Issue 3. So let me know, guys, if you have the Trae Young one already. Let me know how it fits you. Hit me a comment down below. And moving on to the heel part of the sneaker. Oh, before the heel part, let's discuss first this overlay, this suede area, which I think is a nice lace lock to the Trae Young ones. And mainly, I think the Trae Young ones, they made the design more towards leisure wear and everyday wear, and that at the same time you can play with them because it came with extra laces, which is not too usual with an Adidas basketball. So it comes with this pink laces, rounded laces compared to this flat laces that came out of the box. And it comes with this extra lace lock, which I think is really nice, which is pink and blue. And I think you can change this up if you want to wear the Trae Young ones for just for lifestyle wear. So very nice touch for the Trae Young ones. Now let's move on to the heel part of the sneaker. It's a low cut sneaker. There's 2 pull tabs. It's very easy to put your foot in. And as you can see, the insole that comes with this sneaker is really nice. It is very soft. It has a very nice quality. And you can see this cooler or slushy logo there of the IC, which you can also see at the back part of the sneaker. And there's an internal heel counter. At the same time, this light strike foam goes up, and you are actually seated here. Your foot is actually seated here and not here. So this light strike foam acts as heel containment, and it goes on the side part of the sneaker for lateral containment too, which I think is a good idea for this Trae Young one. And I have been requesting that for all different brands, that if you're implementing the cushion, make it as a side panel too, so that it contains your foot. And as for the side part, you can also see the suede leather that is similar to this material on the lace lock. And it gives a more premium touch to the sneaker. You can see it here, and it gives you extra durability for the upper. You can also find it here on the forefoot part of the trays, on the medial part. And as for the medial part, you can also see the cushion going up too, and cradles your foot. And even the traction or outsole also goes up in the forefoot part of the sneaker. So I think overall support of the Trae Young ones, when I fitted them, it gave me a very nice fit. And as for the cushion, when I remove the insole of the Trae Young ones, you can immediately feel that there's a strobo board, but on the heel part of the strobo board, there's a hole, and when you press on it, you can feel the boost on the heel part, which has a window too on the outsole. So as for the heel part cushion, it is boost, it is not light strike. But on the forefoot part, which starts from this part, this is light strike going entirely to the forefoot part of the sneaker. So on the forefoot, the cushion is light strike, and on the heel, they put boost for extra impact protection to the sneaker. And when I was trying out in store, it felt great. And the light strike foam of the Trae Young ones is, I think, a little bit thicker compared to the Dawn Issue 3. So if you like more cushion, more light strike, I think the thickness of the light strike in the forefoot part of the Trae Young ones is quite similar to the Dames. So I have to try it on and compare the two. So wait for my comparison video between the Trays and the Dawn Issue 3 and the Dame 7s. And what I like about the cushion setup of the sneaker is it is unlocked, the light strike is unlocked, and even the boost is unlocked. It's not caged, so it will give a very nice compression on the heel, which I think on the Dawn Issue 3, I'll just save that for the comparison video. And with this one, I think it's very promising. I think it will have the same feeling as the ones on the BYWX, which has a full-length boost, which is still currently my favorite cushion setup among the latest Adidas basketball sneaker. And hopefully, this will be as good as that. And I'll let you know as I played with them. And now let's move on to the traction of the Trae Young ones. It has this zigzag pattern, and it's quite similar to the BYWX pattern. And it has this feet you wear vibe to it. So it's kind of decoupled on the forefoot, and it's cut here in the midfoot. So there's more flex around that midfoot part of the sneaker. And as for the heel, it is also decoupled. So the traction is really decoupled, so it really gives you a better heel-to-toe transition compared to the Dawn Issue 3, which is a one full slab of outsole. I like this setup better. It's like the BYWX too. And I'll let you know how it plays. And there's a little curve on the sneaker, although it's not too exaggerated, but there is a little. So hopefully heel-to-toe transition will be good on the Trae Young ones. And as for the rubber material, it's really, really hard and thick. I think outdoor use for this sneaker is good. And on Adidas sneakers, there's no indication if it's like they're using extra durable rubber. I think they're using the same kind of rubber here in the Philippines or Asia and also in the United States. So I think we're getting the same rubber compound. So this one is really thick and the grooves are deep and it's quite promising. It's pliable, it moves, so I think it will grip. And let's see on the Dawn Issue. The Dawn Issue is shallower in terms of the grooves of the outsole, while the Trae Young ones is deeper. I think and I hope that this traction will be really, really good. And it looks very promising, guys. Hopefully it will perform very nicely. And as for the midfoot support stability, like I've said, when I touch here on the strobo board, there's no strobo board on the heel, but when I move in the midfoot part, you can hear that. So there's a stability plate in the middle and it's quite hard. And when I move my hand near the forefoot part of the strobo board, it becomes a lot softer. That's where you will feel the light strike foam. So there in the middle, there's a plastic piece for stability and torsional support. So basically, that is the Trae Young one in this icy colorway. I really am digging the color of this. It's like a baby blue, baby pink colorway. I really like light colors on sneakers if I get the chance to buy them. And as for the price point of the Trae Young one, it is 6,500 pesos or around 140 US dollars. So it's kind of pricier compared to the Dawn Issue 3. It's a little bit cheaper compared to the Harden Volume 5s and the same price with the Dame 7s. But currently right now, if you are living here in Manila, if you like to buy an Adidas sneaker, over at their flagship store from September 1 to September 30, there's a promo. If you are fully vaxxed, there's a 15% off. So I got this at 15% off, given that this is a new sneaker. So this is one of the latest release. All items are 15% off. Just show your vaccination card, your proof of vaccination, and they will give you extra 15% off. Plus, on top of that, you'll be getting an extra 20% off voucher on your next purchase that you can use until the end of the year. So that's a pretty sweet deal over at Adidas, and kudos to them that they are really promoting vaccination to the people. And hopefully for all of you, especially here in the Philippines, for all of you who are not yet vaccinated, guys, please consider it, because it will really help out in our economy. If we're all vaccinated, like around 70 to 80%, that's where the herd immunity will kick in. And that's where other countries, like the first world countries, are right now. So they're kind of back to normal na. But here in Manila, our situation, we're still in quarantine. We're still not yet moving forward. We're really moving really slow. So I'm really concerned about the economy here in the Philippines. Kawawa, like the people right now here. A lot of people are unemployed and they are really worrying about their financial needs. So hopefully, one way that we can really help out the Philippines is get vaccinated so that herd immunity will kick in, then we can go back to normal. So magiging parang ordinary flu na lang here in the Philippines. Hopefully guys, you will consider, and tough times right now, and the only thing that we can do is help out each other and hopefully we can get back to normal. So that's it on my unboxing of the Trae Young ones, and I will include on the last part of this video some B-rolls on what's available currently in Adidas BGC. So this has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!